All right, y'all, we're about to get started. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, and follow us on social media to stay up to date with everything Colorado sports. Let's make this show the best part of your week. Let's go!
Woke up looking for the broccoli. Hot key, keep a horn on me, duck on my seat. IP, ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet.
What up, Colorado?
Nigga couldn't try me in the tri-state.
I was about to get up and start doing my... Matter of fact, I'm gonna hit my...
South, no spook town, eyes dilated. I got the money and the power, both gyrating. I feel good, get the fuck out my thighs. Look good, but
not too much. What's up? Hello, Colorado. What's up, viewers? What's up, supporters? It is a lovely Monday, January 27th. And we are back. Thank you for rocking with me, always. We will keep it short today, not too much today. Got some good stuff for you. Some insight to the world of everything sports here in Colorado. Like, share, subscribe this video. Shout out our network. Shout out Damo in the back. Yeah. We want to get it started. Let me look what I got today, y'all. Look what I got. I can see y'all superstars and stickers on YouTube and Facebook. Mess with me, if you will. Send me a super sticker. Send the network. Show us we're doing something right. If you would like. Where we at? First things first. Got some CU Buff news off the field. Our boy Deion Sanders he's a great human being. I wouldn't go as far as to saying he's top 5. He's a great human being, though. Getting it done on and off the field. He has the CU Buffs over a 3.0 grade point average for the first time in school history. So none of the McCarthys or the coaches before him got that done, but Deion Sanders has done it. Let's check out this video.
You got to tell them the news. Can you tell them the news, please? Tell them the news.
This is the most wonderful news for the first time in the history of CU football ever world record over a 3.0 GPA.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ever.
And every semester, what do? We go.
Oh, climb. We're setting the standard. We're climbing up.
First time ever.
First time ever.
And so consecutively, the last 3 semesters, we've been
rising up.
the best ever.
Yes, the best
Every
ever.
semester, we've eclipsed the former.
Yeah, absolutely.
semester. Tell them who you are so they understand.
Oh, I'm Chris Livingston. I'm the director of academics
She
for
ain't
all
no
the
joke.
student
So
athletes.
she is her. She makes it happen. She has a wonderful staff that it's unbelievable.
they work hard.
But we focus on these kids because not all of them are going to the NFL, but they're going to be professionals.
And can I say this?
Please.
It helps tremendously when coaches like Coach Prime hold the guys accountable. He sets a standard that's high, and then he holds them accountable. And we can't do what we want to do without you.
Celebration should be playing right now. And I love it. God bless you all.
All right.
First time ever. Let me get this clear to everyone watching. CU has been around for nearly 150 years. Okay? And this is the first time ever. So he's getting it done in the classroom. He's getting it done on the field. Spring training has begun for Deion Sanders and the Buffs. Got a couple pictures for you. We got them doing some suicides on the field. We got the All-American Jordan Seaton getting work in, and we have the number 2 recruit in all of the nation right here in our backyard this year, Julian Lewis, getting prepared for the 2025-2026 season. There you go, Jordan Seaton right there. But it's been fun. Like these last 2 years with Shador and Travis it's been fun. But I am excited to see what Deion does without his guys. Because if you can remember, Deion Sanders, he went to Jackson State, and his son started pulling in recruits. His son texted Travis Hunter like, hey, let's be great. Let's go do something that's never been done. And they did. What's his name? Shador Sanders committed to South Florida before flipping to the HBCU with Deion Sanders. But now Deion Sanders has his own guys, his own recruits. And, yeah, excited to see what he does next year. Moving on. It's been an exciting season for the Denver Broncos, but we have to move on. And we're moving on to the NFL draft. We need a tight end. We need a running back. Our receivers are, Cortland's getting up there. You know what I'm saying? I heard a saying that the NFL isn't sexist or racist, it's ageist. So once you hit a certain age, they try and get you gone. They looking at you some type of way. Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and retire. Get up out of there. But we put together a mock draft. I like it a lot. There are some discrepancies in it just because it's early. As you can see, Ashton Genty, he may be there at 20 when we're drafting, which would be a blessing. We could get Ashton Genty at 20. It also would be a blessing. Ashton Genty ran for 2,600 yards, nearly broke Barry Sanders' record. Okay? Runner-up in the Heisman race, only lost to our guy, Travis Hunter. But then, let's see how Ashton Genty actually got Ashton Genty right here. He is only a junior, so he could have stayed at Boise. But no. Check out this video of him breaking tackles while he is at Boise.
Look at him bounce off tacklers. Genty with some room. Genty has the speed. You call it long speed. We call it a Look at him bounce off tacklers. Genty with some room. Genty has the speed. You call it long speed. We call it
That's what we want in the NFL. We want somebody who's not going to get tackled by their shoelaces, who's going to bounce off the first defender and get some yards after contact. They call it YAC. It's yards after catch, yards after contact. Ashton Genty definitely gets it done. And then moving on, Matthew Golden for the Texas Longhorns. He has risen his draft stock, but I don't think he's risen it to where he won't be there at 51, the Denver Broncos' second-round pick. Matthew Golden, nearly 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns for Texas. He wasn't even their best receiver, but their best receiver only had like 58 catches for 500 yards. He definitely raised his draft stock, got it done, took over the number one role late in the college football playoffs for the Texas Longhorns. But there are some other receivers, specifically receivers out of LSU, that have gotten it done over the years. We have the Triple Crown winner, Jamar Chase. We have the league leader in yards from last season, Justin Jefferson. Malik Neighbors went over 1,000 yards, and Brian Thomas also went over 1,000 yards. All of those guys played at one school. That's LSU. Matthew Golden didn't go to LSU, but Kyren Lacy did. And I'm bringing up Kyren Lacy because he's gotten a little legal trouble. They call it a hit and run, but he wasn't involved in the accident, so he may have caused two other people to collide and kept going. So he has that to deal with before getting ready for the draft. But with legal trouble comes slippage. You start slipping down people's draft chart. Or we're not going to draft him because of his character or whatever. But Kyron Lacy, if he was there at 51 for the Denver Broncos, would be an absolute steal. An absolute steal for the Denver, just based off of what LSU has put out at the wide receiver position over the past half decade, over the past 5 years. Going back even more, the OBJ and those guys. LSU puts out receivers. So Kyron Lacy, if he gets off, I could see him being the 5th stud over the past couple of years to come out of LSU. But Matthew Golden is the guy. Moving on, we have the tight end Helm out of... Can we pull that mock draft image back up? School did Helm go to? Gunnar Helm out of Texas as well. This is interesting because I wouldn't see the Denver Broncos drafting 2 guys out of the same school. Maybe. But if the best tight end in the country isn't there in the first round where we draft Ashton Genty, then I could see coming around 3rd round drafting Gunnar Helm. Where are we at? Yes, and then, of course, we need help at safety. Wasn't a great year for the safeties. Decent year. Great year for corners. However, Jacob Parrish out of Kansas State is a stud. And they have a saying, you can never have too many DBs. As you can see, Riley Moss went down late last year. Maybe caused us to not win some games, or when we did lose to the Cincinnati Bengals, when the Denver Broncos did lose to the Bengals, it was a catch on Riley Moss. So we could never have too many good cornerbacks. And as you can see, Elijah Roberts and Jack Kaiser late in the draft, just to fill some spots. And yeah, I like this draft. I might love it if we could get Ashton Genty and Matthew Golden. That would bring our draft grade up for sure. Lord knows we need a running back. Okay, where are we at? Going to move forward. That is the Broncos draft. Not too much news coming out of Dove Valley, but we'll keep you updated. We are on to the Denver Nuggets. Somebody say the Denver Nuggets? They're 10-4 in the month of January. Still 4th in the division or in the conference. Nikola Jokic. We talked about voter fatigue in the MVP a couple 2 weeks ago. Voter fatigue. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has the Thunder 1st in the conference. They only have 8 losses. I can see them just, you know what I'm saying? Here go to MVP. But Nikola Jokic, he's averaging 31, 10, 10, and a steal. And he leads the team in steals. Matter of fact, look how good this man is. He just casually throws a half-court Hail Mary at the buzzer. Sinks it. Let's watch that video. Look how casual that is. You know what he said after the game? I knew it was going to go in. I love that confidence. If I could just be around one person for a whole day, it'd probably be Nikola Jokic. Tell me what it's like riding horses back in your home country. Tell me what time you wake up and what you do for your pre-workouts. Matter of fact, tell me what your budgeting looks like He's so humble. I just know he's not spending all that cash. However, he's the best player in the league, and he probably will not win the MVP. Crazy. Crazy work. The Denver Nuggets have continued to try to start Russell Westbrook, and it's just working. They are 13-4 when Russell starts. Russell goes to the 1, Jamal moves to the 2. It takes a lot of weight off of Jamal Murray's shoulders. I feel like earlier in the season, Jamal was looking to facilitate. He's looking to score. He's looking to stay healthy. This guy is the missing piece. Jamal Murray he just went off of 45 last week. And it's all because of this guy. He's taking the weight, he's facilitating. It seems like every other game, him and Nikola Jokic are averaging a triple-double. Shout out to Denver Nuggets Instagram. They just refer to them as the triple-double bros. The triple-double bros. And I love it. I love it for the Nuggets. 4th in the West, only 2 or 3 games back from second place in the whole conference, as they should be. There's no reason earlier in the year the Denver Nuggets should have been in the play-in tournament. With Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, Michael Porter, with that championship roster, adding an MVP like Russell Westbrook, there's no way you should be 9 or 10 in the standings ever. So I'm glad they have corrected that. Shout out Michael Malone. Shout out the GM for not blowing it up yet, for not shipping Michael Porter Jr. Yeah. We can, this is the bright light. This is the bright spot. Colorado sports right now. There is multiple bright spots. CU Boulder, the light is shining up there. The Denver Nuggets, the future is bright. But right now, like to win now, it's the Denver Nuggets. And they have a good chance at it. They have a great chance at it, actually. We're going to move forward to these guys. Yes, the Denver Nuggets. I'm sorry. The Denver Nuggets play tonight at 6 o'clock. They have the Chicago Bulls. It's not an 8:15 game, so you don't have to stay up to watch it. So, hopefully Jamal Murray could go off for another 40 burger. I do see the Denver Nuggets getting the win. The spread, all right, I haven't done this in a while. Spread's only like -8. So if you're a betting person, I would take that. Chicago Bulls are no good. They are at home. However, we're one of the best teams in the whole dang league. 6 p.m. tonight. Be there wherever you can watch it. I know the Denver Nuggets don't like putting their team on TV. However, stream.co. Streamies.co. Moving on, Colorado Avalanche just traded their second best player. They traded Mikko Rantanen, who is number 2 in goals, number 2 in points on the team, top 10 in goals and points in all of the NHL. They did get back the Carolina Hurricanes leading scorer. However, Mikko Rantanen is top 10. This guy's like top 30. They got draft picks. I'm not sure about the politics or the business side of the NHL, but I don't see it. I don't see it. This man won you a championship. And he's still producing. Why blow it up? For the future? Are we not trying to win right now? Did the championship window close? Mikko Rantanen is a guy. What do they say? He's he's a stud. He's standing 6'4", 2 something. And they traded him away, in my opinion, for a bag of chips. But we'll see with those 2nd and 4th round picks this year and next year. Get the Avalanche. We'll see how Martin Nikas and Jack Drury produce for the Colorado Avalanche. But yes, this is big time. Mikko Rantanen, beloved in all of the state in the hockey sphere. And the Colorado Avalanche traded him away. They do still have their MVP, Nathan MacKinnon. They have Nettori Lehkonen still. Val Nichushkin. Those are all guys. It's one player they traded away. He's not the whole team. I understand that. But he's your second best player. Maybe his contract too big. Got tired. Wanted to bring other guys in. Like I said, I don't know the business side. The Colorado Avalanche said it was a business decision, which I can respect. This whole world runs on nothing but money. I said it last week. That's the only thing that makes sense. But, yeah. Mikko Rantanen, gone. Shout out you, though. Thank you for bringing the city a championship. It was back when the Nuggets won their championship. We were two-time champions in the NHL and the NBA. And then just last year, we had the 2-time MVPs in Nikola Jokic and Nathan MacKinnon. Since this trade, the Avalanche haven't won a game. So that should tell you, a lot about his presence on the ice. And yeah, I'm rocking with him though. I'm rocking with the Avalanche. I can never turn my back on them. They look to win their first game since the trade tomorrow in New York. They've been on a away trip. Hopefully they could get it right. I wouldn't say that. Because if the Nuggets traded Jamal Murray, I'd be like, yeah, let's go. So I understand. But there's that. Hurts. It hurts. Because I'm a guy who, I'm not going to lie, I only follow the Avalanche because they're exciting and you could bet on them and that thing will hit. Without Mikko, I think I'm going to stay away from him. I have been staying away from him. However, we'll see. Jack Drury, show me something. This is Title Town. We're going to move forward from that point. Where we at? We got the top 10. Roston Valley has jumped. Rangeview, they've been going back and forth, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. A couple weeks ago, Roston Valley beat Valor Christian, so that probably strengthened their record. Their opponents beaten. And Valor, they're the champions. So you can see Roston Valley 15-0, Rangeview 14-0. Eagle Crest has climbed the rankings. Their only losses are to number 5 Regis and the number 9 team in Utah. So they went out of state and took a L. Denver South's climbing. They recently took a loss to Rangeview about 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. But yeah, Tanner Breakta for Roston Valley, averaging 20 points a game. This is a photo of him when they beat Valor Christian. This man could ball. He might not be too fancy, but it's all about fundamentals. I'm talking about going left, going right, mid-range. The mid-range game has not died for the Roston Valley Mustangs. They're getting it done. Marcellus Duncan for Rangeview, the freshman, is averaging 13 points, 5 rebounds. Yeah, here's a photo. Excuse me, I did not have video. A photo of him punching against George Dub, or George Dub, G-Dub George Washington. George is still a good team, solid team, but Rangeview, like we said back in December, they're one of those teams to watch, to win the whole dang thing, along with Roston Valley. It'll be interesting to see how the bracket shapes going forward for the 5A, 6A basketball state title. Rangeview plays Vista Peak tomorrow. Vista Peak, 6-8, not very good. Roston Valley plays Arvada West Saturday, February 2nd. And Eagle Crest, they had one of our players to watch, Garrett Barger. He's averaging 13 and 7. But this is Ant Needles, the senior, averaging 20. And the combination between Ant and Garrett, it has Eagle Crest rolling. As you can see, they climbed the rankings. They weren't in our top 10 a couple weeks ago when we showed you. But they have climbed the rankings. They have 6 seniors, so they're hungry. It's not like when you got sophomores and juniors littered throughout the roster. You're trying to get them playing time. You're trying to see who gels with who. These are 6 seniors who have been playing together, and they want it. They want to win now. They don't have next year. And it's crazy. Eagle Crest is this good, and LaDavian King, who has Rangeview second in the state, transferred from that school. So imagine if he was there, how good they would be, how better they would be. I don't think they would have those 2 losses to Regis and that team out in Utah. However, it is basketball. Anything can happen. But yeah, that is our high school overview. We'll have some girls' high school overview next week. And then the girls' side of basketball, it's anybody. It's up for grabs. It's whoever wants it. But we'll talk about that more next week. Moving on. Shout out Ant Needles, too. Stepping up. Came out of nowhere. Moving on. We have a guy who just won the national championship with Ohio State. Straight out of Cherry Creek. Pull that natty championship up. George Fitzpatrick with the Ohio State Buckeyes. He played for Cherry Creek last year. He is now... That's all he does is bring home championships. He just wins. But shout out you, George. George Fitzpatrick. A high school champion, a college champion. It'd be nice if you could bring home a Lombardi one day. I know it's far-fetched, but shout out you, my guy. Of nationals and Lombardi championships. Let's just talk about the last time the Denver Broncos bring it home. This is Von Miller hoisting the Lombardi Trophy. And the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs are back in the Super Bowl. A rematch of the 2022 Super Bowl, playing the Philadelphia Eagles. And man, the Kansas City Chiefs are on a run. They're trying to win 3 in a row. And it feels like this was ages ago. And my question is, how do the Broncos get back here? Because if you're in the AFC, you have to go through the Kansas City Chiefs, and that's our division. It starts on defense. That defense was rolling. Number 1 in sacks. Oh, I'm just so tired of seeing the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm not going to lie. I'm so tired of seeing the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl and the AFC Championship. I've seen something like they've been to 7 straight AFC Championship games. This is our division. The Broncos have to find a way to dethrone this team. But it'll be the Eagles' job in 2 weeks to try to knock off those guys. Yeah. Also, this division is staying in the AFC West. This division is probably the best coaching division ever, all time. Andy Reid, Kansas City Chiefs. Sean Payton, Denver Broncos. Jim Harbaugh, Los Angeles Chargers. And now Pete Carroll for the Las Vegas Raiders. They move so much, I almost forgot which city they are. Las Vegas Raiders. Probably the greatest coaching division ever assembled. So it's possible to knock off these Kansas City Chiefs going forward in this division. Hopefully it'll be a tough division just by what the coaches bring to the table. But let's go Birds. Let's fly, Eagles, fly. I can't take another Kansas City Chiefs championship. I'm not gonna lie to you. If it wasn't the Eagles playing the Kansas City Chiefs in this Super Bowl, I probably wouldn't watch. it. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. My heart can't take that type of. They're not even dominant. 13 of their 17 wins have been by 1 score. Hey y'all, tune in February 2nd to watch the Kansas City Chiefs lose and watch the end of an era. All right, I'm calling it right now. That's it for them. This is it for the Kansas City Chiefs. They got there, they're not going to win, and then next year the pack catches up. So they've been leading the pack. Next year we catch up. Next year it's time. It's time for this dynasty to come to an end. All good things come to an end. Kansas City, you guys had your time. Hello, Colorado. That's my time. Short, it was sweet. Shout out my viewers. Shout out my star sender, Danklin. Thank you. I appreciate the stars. I appreciate the gift. I think you sent 2 of the last episodes. And I didn't get to shout you out. Deidre. Shout out you. Oh, there go the bell. I'll ring the bell for you. Thanks for the star, sis. I love you. I love you guys. Thank you for viewing. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. If you're watching this at the end of the video, remember, you could go back It'll be updated. Just skip the 10 minutes. Skip the 10 minutes. You don't gotta wait that time. For those of you guys who did wait, I appreciate you. We will be back next week. More content, more videos. Thank you. Wake up looking for the broccoli.